Pakistan is exploring a deeper energy partnership with Russia, with talks now underway between the energy ministries of both countries. Pakistan's Finance Minister Mohammad Aurangzeb has confirmed that discussions cover oil exploration, production, and refining, areas where Moscow has long-standing expertise. Islamabad has already started purchasing Russian crude oil since 2023, a move that gained momentum after Western sanctions pushed Moscow to find alternative markets. Now, both sides are looking at a broader oil sector agreement that could lock in long-term cooperation. One proposal on the table is the upgrading of a refinery in Pakistan, with Russian companies potentially involved. Russian Energy Minister Sergei Sivilev had flagged the idea earlier, signaling that Moscow is willing to invest not just in selling oil, but in Pakistan's downstream energy infrastructure as well. There is more. Pakistan and Russia are also discussing the possibility of building another steel plant, pointing to a wider industrial relationship beyond hydrocarbons. But this story doesn't exist in isolation. It raises two uncomfortable and politically sensitive questions. First, the United States factor. US President Donald Trump has imposed tariffs and penalties on India for continuing to buy Russian oil, arguing that such purchases indirectly support Moscow's war economy. The question now is whether Washington will apply the same pressure on Pakistan. If Islamabad deepens energy ties with Russia without facing similar punitive measures, it will strengthen the perception that US sanctions policy is selective, tough on India, flexible with Pakistan when strategic interests align. Second, the China angle. Beijing has quietly encouraged closer Pakistan-Russia ties as part of its broader Eurasian strategy. China already has deep economic stakes in Pakistan through the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, and bringing Russia into the mix helps create a loosely aligned bloc that dilutes Western influence in South and Central Asia. This triangular dynamic matters for India. New Delhi has historically maintained strong energy and defense ties with Moscow, even as it balances relations with the West. A Russia that becomes more economically embedded with Pakistan under China's strategic umbrella could complicate India's long-standing comfort with Russia as a relatively neutral partner in South Asia. Will this shift fundamentally alter India-Russia relations? Not immediately, but it does signal that Moscow is diversifying its partnerships in ways that may no longer automatically align with Indian interests.